up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, I'm Daniela. I do tips and tutorials on kite foiling, and today I'm going to be talking about some of my favorite tips and techniques on how to go fast downwind. All of these tips are going to be optimal for race gear. However, if you're not on racing gear, that's totally fine because I want to help you be able to go as fast as you can on whatever gear you want. However, if you are trying to reach that next level and that little bit of increased performance, a race foil, which is usually higher aspect, and a race kite, like a foil kite, is really going to be the best way to go because they're just super efficient and are going to be able to improve your speed and overall performance in every way possible. Alright, now let's start talking about how to go fast downwind. So as I tell you all of these techniques, keep in mind that the goal is to find the perfect balance between speed and angle, which will in turn optimize your VMG, or your velocity made good. The first thing I'm going to talk about is kite position. The kite position is really pretty simple. When you're going downwind, you want your kite to be pretty low to the water and not moving. So you're just keeping the kite as steady as possible and really only sheeting in and out. The next thing I'm going to talk about is board position. You do want your board to be slightly edge to heel side, but again, in trying to find that balance between speed and angle, if you heel over too much, you'll be going really fast, but not that deep on angle. At the same time, if you're not heeled over enough, you'll be going really deep, but you're gonna be going pretty slow. So you wanna really find that perfect balance where you're edging and you're still able to load the kite and load the foil, but you're not going so fast as to lose out on all your angle. It takes time to find that perfect balance, and it's only going to be with time on the water and experience, and even lining up with other people is also really helpful. That is going to help you just figure out what that perfect amount of edge is. The last thing I'm going to talk about is stance. So to begin with your legs, your back leg is going to be relatively bent, carrying most of the weight, while your front leg is going to be relatively straight. But at the same time, your front leg is still doing the majority of the balancing. So whenever there's a little swell or chop or whatever it may be, your front leg is going to be what changes the pitch of the foil and ultimately keeps you foiling and going fast. In my how to go fast upwind video, you may remember that I mentioned I like to stay a little bit more open because that's just what's comfortable for me. So I definitely continue to kind of apply that to my downwind, and instead of being a little bit more hunched in like some of the other riders, I like to actually lean backwards and towards the back of the board. I feel like that's the way that I can really load up the foil and the kite as best as I can, while still maintaining my speed and also trying to point as low as I can. As for where I'm looking, I'm pretty much looking straight forward and just downwind of me, but occasionally I will glance a little bit more upwind of me just to see if there's any pressure coming or any changes in wind conditions or even swell. And of course, I'm always trying to make sure I know where the people around me are and just maintaining course awareness. This is especially important for racing because you want to know where the other people are on the course and kind of know where you are in relation to them. But overall, most of my focus is just downwind of me. That's all I got for today, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to check out my how to go fast upwind video if you haven't seen that yet. There's lots of good tips on what I like to do to go fast. And be sure to like this video if it was helpful for you, and subscribe so that you don't miss any future tutorials. Alright, thank you guys so much again for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next video.